Powersoft System provides business management software solutions for organizations in Ghana and beyond. One of our main products is the ERPNEXT business management software solution. This software allows you to automate all processes in your organizations, all the way from HR to sales, procurement, inventory management, etc. I'm going to give you a short overview of ERPNEXT business management software solutions, including the key functionalities and features of the ERPNEXT business management software. ERPNEXT is a highly customizable software. This means that it comes with standard functionalities. However, it is highly customizable such that if an organization has specific requests, it can be tailored towards their requirements and operations. Once you log into ERPNEXT, based on your user access, you should be able to view all the modules that you have subscribed to, as well as the reports and the dashboards. In this software, we have an awesome search bar where you can basically search for anything that you're looking for in the software. So all the way from reports to employees. So if you're searching for employees, you simply need to type employees here. If you're looking for customers, you can also search for customers here. Now, if you're looking for your chart of accounts, you can also simply just search for that here as well. The software is very easy to use. Now in ERPNEXT, on the left hand side, you'd be able to view all the modules that you have subscribed to. This is a demo environment and thus consists of a lot of modules. In the current demo environment, you can see that we have the accounting module, the buying, selling, that's the supply chain module. We also have the stock module as well. We have the HR and payroll modules. We have the manufacturing quality assurance, CRM module. We also have the projects module as well as the customer support module. Under accounting, you can just view the chart of accounts of the organization. So you can see all the chart of accounts in a particular organization. You can add or delete any accounts as well. You can set up taxes. You can set up taxes as well. You can view financial statements and reports, etc. We also have the buying module that allows you to create items. So these items refer to any service or product or stock item that you sell or you buy. So you can create all of these under the items. The system has a standard procurement where you can make a material request which can be converted into a purchase order, converted into a bill or a purchase invoice. You can also request for quotation based on specific items from your suppliers in the system and also add your supplier's quotation. This can go through approvals until you finally decide on the supplier you would like to work with. The system also allows you to create price lists for your buying and selling. You can also view suppliers' details, the groups, supplier groups, the different suppliers you have, their contacts and addresses. You can see some key reports with regards to purchasing, like your purchase analytics, your supplier-wise sales analytics, purchase order trends, your procurement tracker, etc. There are also key reports under the reports list, but these are just a summary of reports that are necessary or relevant to buying. We also have the sales or the selling method that allows you to create quotations, sales orders, sales invoices against a customer or a lead or an opportunity. The customer lead opportunity are all coming from the CRM module that allows you to keep track of your leads, your opportunities, your prospects, and finally your customers. ERPNEXT allows you to communicate in the software. What this means is that you're able to add a comment that is going to be sent as a notification to a specific user in your organization. To test this out, you're simply going to click on the customer button and then select any of these customers. Once you scroll to the bottom of the software, with this add a comment section, you can just simply add a comment. You can simply add the comment directly or mention a user in the system who you would like to view this comment. So for example, you want to send an email saying update this customer's details. Now this comment section doesn't apply to just customers. It applies to your suppliers, it applies to your items. In fact, it applies to every document type that has been created in ERPNEXT. The system also gives you an automatic audit trail where you are able to see when this customer was created, any form of communication that has been created or transaction that has been done against this customer can be viewed. You can also assign the specific customer to a user in your organization or attach files against this customer. Under dashboard, you'll be able to view all activities and connections to your customer. So this is basically a 360 view of your customer. So all opportunities that have been created against these customers to quotations, sales invoices, sales orders, payment entries, bank accounts, projects, issues, etc., including subscriptions that your customer has subscribed to. So this is basically a 360 view of customers. The project module. The project module allows you to create projects and then assign this project to specific users or employees in your organization. What this essentially means is that you can create a project and create various tasks under this main project, such that once the tasks are completed, the project can be completed automatically. So if you click on this project tab here, you see a list of all the projects that have been created. Now once you click on a specific project, you should be able to view the activities and connections under this project. As I mentioned earlier, you can add a comment against this project or against any document type in ERPNEXT. You can also view any transactions or any communications under this project. So now with these connections, you can create tasks, you can create issues, you can create material requests. So if this is a particular project that requires some stock item to be transferred from one warehouse to another, that can be done under this particular project. This way you are able to see your project profitability based on the costs and then your revenue from this project. So to create a task, you just need to click on this task plus button, and then you can create a task that gets assigned automatically to this project. Once you have created a task, say update project, you can indicate the status of it. Probably it's currently being worked on, so you can select working. You can select the expected starts and end date of this project. So let's say it's supposed to end today, and then just save. Once you have done this, you will need to assign this project to a particular user. So now you can come here to assign and then assign this project to a user. You can also attach files against this project. Under the project management, you should be able to view reports regarding projects. So this has to do with project billing summary, project-wise stock tracking, daily timesheet summary. So this timesheet basically means the time that is being used to work on a particular task. So now in this, under this is a summary of the reports you view under project. However, under reports, the main reports list, we have a list of business intelligence reports that you can find reports against your project. The stock module. Under the stock module, you can view or create any items in that you currently buy or sell in the organization. Under item here, you can create the items, you can create item groups, you can create product bundles, you can also create buying and selling price lists to work with. You can make stock entries. That has to do with if you're issuing stock from one location or from one warehouse to another. You can also create a purchase receipt where you are receiving the items that you have purchased. Okay. There are some key reports with regards to stock that are listed here. For example, the stock ledger, which is very important, your stock balance, your stock projected quantity, stock summary, etc. So ERPNEXT allows you to keep track of your stock, the in and out of your stock. There are some additional functionalities in ERPNEXT, such as warehouse creating. So you can create multiple warehouses, indicates the locations where these warehouses are, and perform stock transactions against these warehouses. You can create unlimited number of units of measures. You can also create brands that you can assign to specific items. The system also allows serial number and batch items as well. We can also integrate the system to a barcode scanner such that when you are keeping track or keeping stock, you can simply just scan this barcode and the details get fetched into our software. You can also do stock reconciliation. You can check your landed costs voucher. So all the applicable and related costs regarding your purchase can be created. There are a lot of key reports that has to do with your stock, like the item-wise price list rates, stock analytics, sales order analysis, purchase receipt trends, etc. Since this is a business intelligence software, we're able to pull trends and analytics based on the data in the software. HR and payroll. The system allows you to keep track of employees' details. So your employees are going to be created in the system. Either you import them or you add them one at a time. So we have the import feature for organizations that have a lot of employees. To search for employees, you just need to search and type employee in the awesome search bar, and you view a list of all the employees in your organization. As I mentioned earlier, you can import these employees or you can add them one at a time. Once you have created an employee, you would need to assign leave days, you would need to assign holiday lists, etc. to this employee. And the connections here, you can see all the different leave applications, leave allocations against this employee. You can see if there have been shift assignments against an employee. You can see if there are salary slips that have been created, as well as salary structure assignments. If there have been any trainings, feedback, etc. against an employee, they will be indicated here. If there's any appraisal as well, it will also be indicated here. As I mentioned earlier, you can add comments against every document in ERPNEXT, and you can view the audit trail of a particular document. So you can see when it was created and all the different edits and transactions that have been made. You can add your employee image. You can share this employee with another user, etc. So under HR, you can set up branches, departments, designations for your employees. You can have your employee's birthday. You can have employee information in the system. As you can see, these are some key reports with regards to your employees. In recruitment, you can create job openings and add job applicants. So what the system allows you to do is you're able to create a staffing plan that, say, for example, you're looking for 2 different people for a customer service role. Now, what can happen in the system is we can have a job application form that will be in the form of a website or a web page link that can be put on your website. So applicants can fill this form and automatically they get added to the job applicants list. After you've gone through all your various recruitment operations, you can finally convert this applicant to an employee and then continue with your operations. You can track the performance of employees by creating goals for these employees and assigning the goals to KRAs. So you can simply come here and search for goal lists. And once you have the list of goals that are assigned to employees, this could be done on a monthly base, quarterly base, etc. Once you have created these goals, you will need to assign these goals to specific KRAs that have been created by you or your organization in the system. Now, at the end of the appraisal period, once you come to appraisal lists, you can simply just search for a particular employee for that period. You will see the appraisal cycle, okay? You will see the final score as well. Now, these KRAs that have been set and then goals assigned to them automatically will be updated once the goals are also updated. So if you have one goal assigned to achieve sales targets KRA and it's 100% completed, it will be marked as 100% here. Now, all of this must add up to 100%. All the weightage or the percentage of this KRAs must add up to 100%. That is when the goal score will be calculated out of 5. The employees can be allowed to do a self-appraisal on qualitative attributes or functionalities, and then their line manager, supervisor, reviewers can also do their own appraisal. Now, depending on the calculation that you want to work with, we'll finally have the final score. So this, as you can see here, is saying it's taking an average of the goal score plus feedback score plus self-appraisal score out of 5. So this is how you'll be able to see the final score of employees for each appraisal cycle. There are so many other functionalities under the HR, and once we have understood your requirements clearly, we can take an in-depth look at the HR module. The payroll module is also equally important. In the payroll module, once you have created the employees, you need to be able to specify your earnings and deductions, and these earnings and deductions are called salary components in the system. So if we come here and search for salary components list, you see a list of all the different salary components, but for your organization. Now, these salary components will be tied to employees. So you can create a batch of salary components and tie them to employees. Going back to payroll, you will definitely need to create your payroll periods, and then you need to create your salary structure. So that is where you will have a batch of the salary components. So if you come here to salary structure, you'll be able to view the salary structure that has been created in the system. So if you have a particular salary structure here, okay, under earnings and deductions, you will see all the earnings and deductions based on the salary structure. So if you have a salary structure for management, you have a salary structure for interns, for head of departments, for national service, for mid-level, entry-level, etc., you can create different salary structures in the system. This will be done by us in the beginning of your setup. Be trained on how to add or create salary structures. But if you need our help, we are available to assist. Now that you've created your salary structure, you need to assign this salary structure to specific employees. That is how you have salary structure assignment. To do this assignment, you just click on this plus button. We're simply just going to look at the list of salary structure assignments that have been done. So you see that there's a list of salary structure assignments that have been done. So at the end of the month, you simply just need to come here to payroll entry list. Okay, to payroll entry. So now you can create your payroll entry list for the month. So these are the list of employees that you want to run payroll for. And I am going to create the salary slip for July. So we're going to start from 1st of July to 31st of July and save. Okay, then we need to fetch these employees again, and then simply select all and deselect the ones I want to work with. Okay, and delete the rest. Now I'm simply going to come here and save, and then create salary slips for the employees that I want to work with. So if you come to connections, you will find all the salary slips that have been created against this payroll entry. So you just come here, view the salary slip. So you can just come to this particular employee and see all the earnings and deductions. Okay, so these are the basic earnings and deductions for this particular employee. If you want to add any other allowances, you can simply just come to add row and add. But here are the various earnings and deductions for them. Now you can view it using the print preview, and then select the preview that works for you. So we are going to go with the timesheet preview, and over here you'll be able to see on one side the earnings and on the other side the deduction. So the earnings was 10,500 cedis, the deductions was 3,969.12, and then the final net pay is 6.5 Ghana cedis. So 6,500 Ghana cedis here. Okay, so you'll be able to view the salary slips of all the employees in your organization. Okay, now once you're done, you can just submit these slips, or you can go back to your payroll entry list and submit the salary slips. So we can automate this in a way that once you click submit salary slips, automatically it would submit the salary slip, send them via email to employees, and create a journal entry for this particular payroll entry. Okay, so pay slips submitted now. Now you can see with regards to accounting, this is a journal entry that has been created in the system with all relevant debits and credits. Okay, so that is how payroll is run. So if you have a lot of employees and you want to process them department by department, or you want to process all of them at the same time, it's very simple in the system. Now with regards to payroll, the salary register, which is an important report that allows you to view the total amount for every earning and deduction. So you can just come here. Okay, so this works, and then just see for every, so you'll be able to get your report here. So you can even see the SNIT, you can see welfare contribution, if there are any loan repayments, total deduction, net pay, you see them here. So ERPNEXT allows you to view all the relevant payroll reports as well as tax reports as well. Okay, so now with regards to accounting, ERPNEXT has all the functionalities you would need in an accounting software, for managing your taxes, to charts of accounts, to bank reconciliation, to journal entries, to viewing your journal, your customer ledger summary, supplier ledger summary, to see your finance book, to see accounting. So these are all possible in ERPNEXT. Okay, so these are all functionalities that you can view under the accounting system in ERPNEXT. You can also see your financial statements, like your profit and loss statement, which is a report that can be pulled up. So you can even see a dashboard over here. The software allows you to export PDF, Excel, CSV files. So as you can see, allows you to export these reports. You can simply view it here as well to see your profits for the year, okay, based on your income and expenses. Okay, you'll be able to view your balance sheet. Now all these reports fall under report list. So if you want to see your you want to see your balance sheet reports, you just need to come here and click on show reports, and then you'll be able to view your balance sheet report for the year 2024 or any other years. You can simply just come here to export this into Excel or PDF. You can also add columns as well. Now, a few things you need to know about ERPNEXT. ERPNEXT allows you to set user permissions. So you can have user permissions in the system, so what they should have access to. Okay, then it's also, come here, you can see view permitted documents. You'll be able to see all the documents that they should have access to. Now if you come here to user roles, you can also, okay, user lists here. You can also view all the different users in your system, as well as the user types you've assigned to them. So if it is a system user, what should they have access to? So over here you'll be able to see, as a system user for this Powersoft help desk, they have access to, as an academic user, accounts manager, fleet manager. So all these things are all possible in the system. If they are approvers in the system, they'll also be indicated here. Okay, if there are any user permissions you need to set, you can also set user permissions for the particular user. Another thing you would need to know and take note of in ERPNEXT is the workflow. So this system is very customizable in that it allows you to create a specific workflow for your operations. So for example, we have leave approval here. We can create a workflow that ensures that leave has to go through approvals. So it could be 5, 6, 7 different levels of approvals, and you can select which users should have access to which users should be able to approve or reject, etc. Not just leave or HR, when it comes to your purchase orders, when it comes to your invoices, you can also have that done in ERPNEXT. So all in all, ERPNEXT is a very comprehensive, very highly customizable software solution that will be very beneficial to your organization. It is web-based, so this means that it can be accessed anywhere, anytime, as long as you have internet access. You can also enter this URL on your mobile or tablet and have access to it, which is very user friendly as well. So thank you very much for your time, and do reach out to us. Contact us on our website www.powersoftsystem.com and reach out to us for a demo, for interaction, for any questions you may have with regards to our software system. You can also call or send us an email to sales@powersoftsystem.com. Chat with us on live chat. You can chat with us on WhatsApp as well. Thank you very much for your time.